Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op.
Hello, Couch Co-opers. Who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, I could give this intro, and people would be like, super
Who?
cool. Who? What?
They're
Hey,
just
guys.
here for the song.
Hey, guys. Yeah, just for the song. You guys, if you guys don't know who we are at this point, you know what? Get fucked.
You're
No.
about to find out.
You're about to find out.
Yeah,
we're
very
about to
much.
we're about to pull out our wongs and just wang it out. Anyway, we are the greatest video game and beer podcast in the world. I'm Ian. I got Jared, Nick, Dave, Aaron, and John,
What up?
the JPK. And
A six pack, some would say.
It is
Six pack, your new best friends.
It's a six
Yeah.
pack, baby. And we're on sale every Sunday night on twitch.tv/the Couch Co-op Show.
Good one. That was a good one.
You can
Put that
leave.
in the copy.
You can come. Yeah, you can come find us. You can come jump into the chat. You can drink us up. You can leave your comments, and we take love comments. We take hate comments. We take mediocre comments. We will read them, and you know, if it's good conversation, we'll bring it up. If it's just fucking gross ass hate bullshit, then you can fuck right off. Anyway, where should I start from there? We're also on youtube.com/MilkmanPictures the next day. We're on all the podcast platforms. Tonight, we're just shooting the shit. We're going to have a shoot the shit episode. We're going to talk about kind of the state of video games. And then after the beer review, we're going to just talk about our playlists and beat lists. So I hope you hang out, have a good time. But first, the first thing we do, well, before we get to that, I just want to know, hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Is everyone chilling? Everyone good?
Doing good, bro.
Bro?
Let's
Crack
hang in,
the
bro.
beer. Crack the
Good.
beer.
Crack the beer.
Doing.
Time
Yeah,
to
we need a
drink.
beer.
All right, well, it's time to get Couch
All right.
Co-hop. Let's get our Couch Co-hop on. And who's... Oh, it's my week. All right.
Oh, man.
So I chose...
Barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrel aged. I chose peanut butter, milk chocolate, raspberry stout.
Sour.
Sour.
Mm,
Chilada. No, I went with Carlsberg Premium Elephant Pilsner.
yeah, back.
This is a 7.2% beer. It's it's in the vein of a Heineken or a Stella, but I find it to be a very delicious beer. I guess Aaron pulled the wrong one. He must. I don't
Yep,
know.
I did. I did.
It's no worries,
Oops.
Aaron. Which one did you pull, Aaron?
The super swell double.
Oh, because that's Jared's fault. Because Jared said, "What beers are mine?" This.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I got.
I had
confused in
to
the
be
thing.
ready for later when I had to say what beer was next. I'm like, I don't remember what I picked.
Sorry,
Oh,
Aaron.
that got
You're
confusing.
fine, Aaron.
It's
It's
all good.
It's all good.
anyway. So we're having it's a green bottle beer, so you know what that means. A little skunk, a little hop, a little. Let's pop it, Aaron. You can go ahead and pop it. 3,
Yeah,
2,
I'm
1.
popping now. Let's
Yeah.
pop. Ka-chink.
All right, one second.
I'll use
Sorry, I got
my
the right
go.
mug.
Couch Co-op Steiner.
Look at
This
it.
one.
There we go. Oh,
John
you
got
it
his
in the
mug
mail.
in the mail finally. He didn't have to move back to Portland to get his stuff.
Awesome packaging, Ian. That was fun.
Yeah, so like I forgot what package I got of all that foam in, but I was just like, oh, I'll just put all that foam in.
Oh, he didn't
And
wrap
you
a bunch
did.
of strap-ons around it and shove a couple dildos in there.
Yeah.
That sounds
That
something
is
he'll do.
that is
Sex
more
toy.
expensive, Jared. And why would I
Yeah.
waste those awesome toys on John? He wouldn't even know what to do with them.
Hmm.
He wouldn't
I'm
even
surprised he didn't try to get the school system to pay for it.
know. You know what? It surprises me about this beer is at 7.2%. It's like a gnarly.
It does not taste.
It's just
It's tasty.
a clean,
It's
good. All right, but we're not going to talk about the beer yet. We're going to talk about. Well, we're going to talk about video games in a sense. Man, video games are in turmoil right now. Do you get the feeling that video games like do you, what do you guys sit like? So let's say I don't know if you're ever on Twitter. Jared's on Twitter once in a while. I don't know whoever else is on Twitter, but Hogwarts Legacy is coming out, and man, is that game a shitstorm right now? Because obviously J.K. Rowling is an awful person, but then there's the whole group of people that want to support that game, and then there's all the other group of people that well, no, I mean you're fucking shitting on people's human rights with this asshole bitch who doesn't care about them. Do you guys? What do you guys when you see that kind of shit? Do you just click off and say fuck it, or do you?
I just get really tired of everything having to be a pitched battle in the culture war. It's if you want to play it, play it. If you don't. It's just.
But do you want to support that? Do you want to put more money in her coffers?
She's already rich enough. Does it really matter? I mean,
And besides, if you're gonna start that slippery slope, then I mean,
How can we buy anything?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have
gotta-
morals and stuff, but
it's not like she's
holy
made.
fuck, it turns into a job to start doing all this background.
It's also
research on
kind
where
of
you shop and spend your money. And
So Couch Co-op is supporting Hogwarts Legacy? Full stop.
oh, I don't know
buying
about
it.
that, but
I feel like
I
social
I
works
feel
is
it
for the
best-
boomers at this point. If you're still worried about that shit, I feel like that shit died when COVID happened because COVID became more important than anything else.
So
And then
her
once
so
COVID
her
started to come
words
down-
against trans people and hating trans people and human right, you think that's over with? You think it's over with here? Like racism ended? We should support.
No, I just don't
I'm
think it has
confused with the
anything to do
term
with
turf.
the game.
No.
TERF is anti-trans
Because-
term.
But that's a radical feminist. So
No,
you're woke
it's-
but not woke enough.
J.K. Rowling hates trans people. She doesn't believe.
does.
She doesn't believe that women can be men and men that can be women.
She's part of the argument about what exactly is a woman.
Yeah.
And she's on the wrong side of the argument for some people and on the right side for other people. And
Yeah.
to be quite honest, I think this game has nothing. She created this universe that means a lot to a lot of people, that the books and the movies, and then this is just a video game based on the universe.
The lead
I
game
don't really
director,
care
the
what
lead,
she-
the
I
lead
don't
game
really
director
care
was
what
all
she
the
thinks about
lead.
it.
The lead game director was also on this plane before they let him go. So also that.
I
What do you
don't
mean on
really,
this plane?
I don't really care what they think about anything, to be quite honest. In the same way, I don't care about a lot of what these talking mouths feel. Make up your own mind. Not everything has to be. Not everything has
So
to be.
you shouldn't protest anything.
No, you can protest it, but by the same token,
so for your son,
I don't care.
you don't care.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
if
care
they
about.
fe- if they
I don't
felt- if
care
they
what
felt this-
she thinks about anything. To be quite honest, I couldn't care less whether she was a bleeding communist or a Nazi.
No, but your son. If your son felt this passionate against this game, you wouldn't support that.
I'm not the market for this game. I wouldn't. If she had no opinion on anything in the whole world, I still wouldn't buy this game.
That's fine.
It's not my.
But
it's
that
not
you
my-
still stand up for your child. You're still for that movement. So why would you be against your child in the wake of what this game says about the
I
movement?
feel like that's a loaded
But it's
question.
not against
Ian.
the
I mean,
child,
if
that's
that's
Joel's
your
choice.
purpose, but I just feel like that's a pretty loaded question to ask Dave.
maybe,
Yeah,
but I feel like
it's.
I feel like
it's a
this
false
game. I
choice.
feel like Harry Potter at this point, that franchise is against that whole movement.
So, I totally totally don't know enough to have an opinion on it, but I feel like by the same token, I don't really care. I don't need to care. I don't need to have an opinion about everything. I haven't got enough time to care about what every author or artist thinks about every single issue. At some point, I just got to say, opinions are like arseholes. We've all got them. And do I like the game or not?
But
What about supporting R. Kelly or Michael Jackson? I mean, if you like their music,
Oh,
are we supporting
Lord.
pedophilia, Ian?
I stopped. I actually gave away my Michael Jackson stuff.
Damn.
I stopped
What if R.
watching.
Kelly had a
Has any
skin
of
in
that
Hogwarts?
anymore.
Now,
Then what
now,
do we do?
now. That being said, there are exceptions to that. There are extreme exceptions. Like Bryan Singer was a douchebag. I still like those X-Men movies. I will still watch those. You're right. There is. Yeah, I'm still a hypocrite. But like, do I acknowledge that global warming is a thing? Yes. Do I still eat beef? Yes. Do I still drive a car,
Yes.
a carbon car? Yes. There are.
Yeah.
Hey, that this brings up an interesting thing. Like Levine, whatever his name is, the Shazam kid, the actor who came out against Pfizer.
Oh.
He's anti-vax, but then he's also anti-big pharma. Now, I'm pro the vaccine, but I am also pro anti-big pharma because, like, big pharma is an awful thing. They have been historically an awful thing. So, like, while I don't agree with him with the anti-vaccine, I do agree with him that big pharma is awful.
I just find this whole argument and this whole culture right now really tiring. It's like
Well,
both sides are as bad as each other. The right all go like, "Oh, we'll support this guy because they believe, some nonsense," and the left does exactly the same. And it's like, why do we always have to pick a side on something? Can we not just play a video game? If it's a crap game,
we can't.
don't play it.
We can't play a crap game because, like, Harry Potter has historically been an awful franchise to begin with.
I won't
love
disagree
Harry
with
Potter.
I
you.
just
I'm
want
not
to add. I just want to add on to the top of the fact that she's an
God, man.
awful person. But Harry Potter is the trashiest, awful, shittiest franchise ever to be put upon us. With what? How many fucking shitty movies did they give us? I don't know. Fuck Harry Potter. Suck it, Harry Potter. J.K.
Right.
Rowling. I mean, suck a dick. Anyway.
My only problem with the whole Harry Potter thing is people are protesting against a commodity, and I just find
Only because she's going to get money out of it.
cowardly.
If she
that-
wasn't get money out of it, I'd be okay with it. But she's getting money out of it.
I mean, there's more important
Don't like
things.
it, don't buy the game. That's
I'm not going
really
to.
all that's all you can do.
Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
going
Now,
to.
if it
But I
comes on
like.
Game Pass. That's
but
a
I-
different story.
No,
But
it's
that
not
doesn't
because you're
mean that
still.
other
You're
people
still.
shouldn't be able to play
You're still.
the game.
You're still paying it. You're still. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's a lot of trans hating people that are going to play the game. Anyway, okay.
There's a lot of trans loving people who are going to play the game. Let's face it.
I don't
I'm sure-
know. Maybe.
I think there are. There's a lot of a
Oh,
lot
they're
of
gonna
people.
hate play it. They're
gonna
be
hate
like,
play
"God,
it?"
I hate
Yeah.
being this magical wizard in this magical place.
You
And
know
they're
what?
gonna have
It
Dave
looks
Chappelle
like.
playing in the background.
It looks like a shitty Forspoken. Like Forspoken just came out, and everyone hated on that because it's a lead black girl, and it talks like
Which is ridiculous.
the kids play, like how the kids talk right now, and everyone's hating on it. And like I'm watching the Hogwarts gameplay, and I'm just like, this looks exactly like fucking Forspoken, dude. Like
People say Forspoken's not historically accurate. She can't be black. Is that-
Hogwarts is not historically accurate. They can't be whatever.
So-
it's like that.
Be careful
That's
what
like
you
the
wi-
reason whenever they do like a minority characters use. It's not historically accurate.
Be careful what you wish
No.
for. Next they'll be coming for Peach Beach Splash and
I mean,
Bayonetta and those games.
they've already
you know.
came for that, Dave. There was Gamergate, how we treat women, how we view women. I mean, yeah, there's already sex shaming
so
and
it's
all
like-
of that. It's like how we perceive women in gameplay has already been attacked. Like you can't. I get it, but
How they perceive women in the
yeah, in the
not
media.
formal.
game companies too.
If people
Right.
want to make art, they make art, and We don't all have to love it.
I mean, come on. I
We don't
mean,
all even have to like
let's
it.
let's
that's
come on.
kinda-
Art and
I
Harry
find that
Potter
kinda
are
fucked
two
up.
separate things. Like that's not even the same thing. I mean, Peach Beach
Well,
Splash
we can all
is an
agree
art
video
form.
games
Peach
are
Beach
art.
Splash is an art form. Harry Potter is just this shit game that. Come on now. You're speaking out of turn.
This just gave us Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Anyway, what other
He was
exciting
actually kind of
things?
ridiculous.
Halo, shit game. Everyone got fired.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
everyone is leaving Halo. It's
No,
great.
they
Or,
didn't leave. They got
343.
fired. They got fucking fired.
Well, but even leading up to the firing, like they lost so much of their senior staff. It's insane.
Abandon ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game. Come on, let's be honest. That game wasn't that great. Like that game needed to have a battle royale to survive against Call of Duty, and that game was just kind of really mediocre. Like it's fine, it's fun. I played it on Game Pass.
I might try the campaign someday. Just,
But there-
nothing's pulled me to it.
There's
never
nothing
tried that game.
exceptional or new about it. I don't know. I just feel bad.
They're releasing a game that Halo 3 has more features. Halo Reach has more features than Halo Infinite has.
Yeah.
It came out in segments.
Well, they were also
Like
saying,
you can have this, and then later you can have this, but it's missing this
and
part
then
of it.
and then it's gonna have this, and then you find out, oh no, we
But
gave
it's
up
in
on
beta.
this. We
Yeah,
gave up
we
on
couldn't
this
do that.
because our team is too busy trying to figure out how to do new shit on Unreal Engine. Like the teams were developing new Halo ideas on a different engine. You know what I mean? Like, so when that shit came out, it's just like, man, Microsoft, what are you doing? Like, Microsoft desperately needs first-party shit to be successful, and you get this nasty story about Halo just not being successful. It's pretty sad. It's kind of sad. I feel bad. I mean, I wanted that
kind
Halo.
of the flagship, isn't it? You want it. You kind of want it to succeed,
I
Yeah,
mean,
they can't
or
mess
at least
it
be a
up.
decent
Do you
game.
know?
I don't want it to succeed because I'm a PlayStation guy, but I played it because I was like, hey, I want to know. And it was a solid game, but it wasn't a great game, and it didn't have, I don't know. I feel bad the way they were done. I feel like
The way who was done.
343. Like, I just feel like they just didn't have it ready. I feel like Xbox needed a game to come
Halo
out.
releases.
They
have
needed
been
that
met with
Halo to come out, and they
controversy.
were not ready. They were not ready, and that's why it got this weird launch. And it just, I
It
feel
got delayed several times.
it got
too, didn't it?
delayed. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just not
And,
ready.
like, the biggest hit I think was like the campaign came out and you couldn't even play it
Co-op.
multiplayer.
Oh, yeah, co-op. Yeah, I don't think it needed to be open world. That's the other thing. Like, it had open world areas. I don't think it needed to be that. Like, that game, when I played it, it's like, okay, yeah, I could go over there, but I just want to do the mission. You know, I don't need to do that. I just felt like
Games like that don't need open world. Really.
sometimes, yeah,
I mean,
it was weird. It
they
was
don't-
weird.
They don't need it.
And then, so the
mean-
next thing off of the Halo thing, man, all the games are just ending. Rumbleverse, Knockout City, free-to-play games,
Free-to-play games are
Apex
ending, yeah.
Legends. There's just all these games. Like, the recession is coming, bros. The recession is coming, and all these game developers are like, "Oh shit, we're not gonna make any money. We need to close this shit down."
Well,
I have an issue with this recession stuff. I just feel a lot of these companies overhired right after COVID was quote unquote over, and now they're realizing like, oh, we hired too many people. Well, let's just blame it on there's a recession coming.
Oh, it's
and
coming.
act like
Dude, a fucking Burger King meal cost me $13. That is
what?
That is insane. Like, if you get a medium Coke and fry and a burger, that is like $13. A
Well,
recession is coming, dude. That is incredibly crazy.
but a recession has nothing to do with
yeah,
pricing.
it does. It
Are you,
does.
talking,
medium-
you talking more about inflation?
A
But
medium Starbucks
because
coffee
they need
cost
to
me
make
over
money.
$7.
They need to make money.
Inflation will cause a recession.
That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. It's all tied together. Shit is coming, and these companies is like, we need to pack up ship. Like, why does EA need to close down Apex Legends Mobile and Battlefield Mobile? Well, not really any reason, but like, it's like, we just need to fire these people, not pay them. We need to like move this shit. We need to like, they killed, not only that, but EA also killed a supposed Titanfall sequel. or Titanfall Legends, whatever that game was.
Yeah.
They killed a sequel. I mean, they're killing things left and right now because money is getting tight. And
Weirdly enough, it's not going to help things out, putting people out of work.
well, that's true, but but at the same time, we're not buying a lot of, full price games. We want to wait for the sales. We want to.
Yeah, $70. I'm not gonna drop $70 every couple weeks.
Right?
It's absurd.
And it's tied to the recession because everything in terms of groceries is expensive.
Well, inflation is tied. So basically, inflation goes up. The Fed puts interest rates up. That means
Wage
you
just
don't
stay the
get
same.
you don't get free money. You can't get free money anymore to develop games. You have to pay the interest to take the money out to develop games. So now it's costing you more, and it's kind of like a feedback cycle.
So you got to cut your losses, and so like you see just companies trimming the fat right now, and it's as much as we wanted a Titanfall sequel, whatever that was, it's like that sucks.
I just find that convenient. I feel like EA never wanted to have that Titanfall sequel, and they were just
no.
like,
I think they
"Oh."
do. I think they need it. I mean, of all the companies right now, EA is currently on the rise as one of the most positive. Since Capcom, they are one of the most I mean, unfortunately, they know that they need to cut costs to keep developing. Because Jedi Survivor was delayed, and they need to spend. So they need to spend more money to polish that game. I mean, the belts are getting tight. And maybe that Titan game just wasn't ready, and they cut it because it just wasn't ready, and that's fine. I get that, and it wasn't.
Who knows how far it even got?
Yeah, and it wasn't a proper.
It
wasn't a proper Titanfall 3. It was like tied. It was like a mishmash mix between Apex and Titanfall. I mean, that's fine. I don't really care that they cut it. I'm just. You see a lot of companies right now cutting shit. I mean, what else is? There's a bunch of other games that got cut this week or ended. Crossfire X.
I think the whole firing or layoffs is just it doesn't.
Knockout City.
It helps the companies in the short term, but it doesn't solve their terrible spending habits or them developing these games to try to be cash cows, but then no one buys them because they're like, I don't want these microtransactions.
Microsoft,
no CEOs are taking pay cuts.
100%, Jared, 100%. But Microsoft kills 10,000 jobs at a cost of whatever that was. But the year prior, they're still buying Blizzard Activision for $62 billion. You know what I mean? So it's like, they obviously have big plans for how much money they can make, but clearly, but it is the recession. They need to cut, they need to trim costs to survive the recession. So regardless if you believe it or not, they still need to somehow come in.
Survive. They still need to.
If they can cut 10,000 jobs and save a certain amount of money, so in whatever quarter earnings, they're still making it looks like a positive, or at least not a massive negative. Yeah. They're still, the money is still there, so they are saving this amount of money, so when the recession hits, they have this pillow. They're
But by the same token, people are going. For the last 2 or 3 years, people have stayed in an awful lot. I go out a lot more than I used to, and that's time that I would have spent maybe watching movies, playing video games, doing things. So I'm not buying as many video games, and I know I'm a bit of a negative ninny anyway, but
Yeah, but really at the end of the day, Dave, we don't go out as much as we used to.
No, we don't. So
no,
everyone's hurting. I think if you look at our friend Brad, he started a bar during COVID basically, and it's a little spendy. You go there and it's spendy. You're talking a $6 Rainier. It's you could go to a different bar and get a $4 Rainier.
I went to a tap house that's in the mall.
Or you could go to the store and get a $6 6
close to me. And
exactly.
$8 a pint, and so by the time
you're on bartender for that,
you were almost at $10 a pint.
So
I don't remember last time I went to a bar just to buy beer.
So shit's about to crash. Shit's about to crash at some point. It can't sustain this, So I think, you look at all these cuts that are happening right now, and you're just getting ready for it. Like everyone's just getting ready for it.
All you can hope is that the deceleration is slow as opposed to fast.
Well, it's just funny because like the last major quote unquote crash that happened, it was nowhere near anything that's happened in the past. I mean, think about it for a second. The 2008 to 2012 fuckery that happened, if I remember right, I didn't even realize we were in a recession because it was just like it wasn't as bad as like what's happened in the past.
And we were making money seemed way more fluid then.
Well,
Yeah,
Aaron, Nick,
exactly.
and I are in like recession-proof industries, so that helps too.
Well, that's
and
true.
so we don't really notice the
recession
impact.
resistant.
Resistant. Yeah, not proof.
Yeah.
I'm in construction. We'll see if it. We'll see it.
Well,
I mean,
to be fair, we
for
also
me.
had,
No, go ahead, Darren.
to be fair, we also had a president that actually acted properly during the whole situation of the crash and stuff like the issues that we had. I mean, he knew what he was doing and actually was able to like help us out when there was shit that went down versus the next guy that fucked us all over.
All right.
But anyway, no, I just
We're getting too real. We're getting too real.
let's get this.
We're a video
Again,
game
I'm going to say
podcast.
this again.
Game.
Let's get the politics out of our video games. and
No,
let's
I
get back to
don't.
talking about-
Dave, I think that's stupid. I mean, I get it. I get you want to do that, but I think
No,
sometimes
I'm sick of this attitude.
I get
Everything
it.
is fucking political.
but
It's not.
I feel like a lot of art is. Come on, you can't. I get you want that, but so much
can't really
art
avoid it.
reflects that. So much art reflects that. BioShock, The Last of Us, Mass Effect, they all reflect political things that we can't really deny that that's how society is. Like, I get you want it out of it,
The difference
but at the
is
same time,
that's in the storytelling. It's not outside the storytelling. I suppose is
That's true.
my best way of putting it. It's like, yeah, you read like All Quiet on the Western Front. That is a very political novel, but that's in the story it's telling. It's not about the author that wrote it. It's about you're having a discussion about the art. You're not having a discussion about the creator of the art.
but you're breaking you're breaking down the story. You are having a conversation about the politics of the game or the story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're having a conversation about the actual art itself. You're not having a conversation about J.K. Rowling and the author's politics.
Listen how this guy brought that back up. It's like it's under his like he's so like we weren't talking about that, but he brought it back up. I get it.
No,
Okay.
you just made the exact point I made. And
What
that's
I'm saying is
that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
fine. But like when we have our Mass Effect talk and we talk about the story, I will be talking about politics because the politics are thick in that game. You
Yes.
know?
It's heavy in that game. I
We
remember
were talking
in
about
the
the
story of
politics
the
and the art,
game,
which
it's
is what
not
Dave is
in-
saying.
Yeah, that's the
But the
story
story
of the game.
is the politics. Like the art is the politics
But you're
are
not
in,
talking about
but
the
not the
politics of
artist.
the game
No, I
director
understand.
of
We're
the
not
Mass
talking about
Effect.
the artist that made it, but sometimes you are. That's not. You can't. Sometimes you cannot separate those two things.
and sometimes you can.
Yeah.
I mean,
Social media
so-
makes it
Your
hard to
Brian
separate.
Singer example. You watch that
so
really does.
even though Brian Singer's
so
a piece of
someone who
shit.
just rapes. If like a director just rapes someone all the time and then he made a movie, like could you not separate that from the art?
I mean, Harvey.
Well, isn't that what George
Let's
Lucas did
look
with
at how
50 Indiana
Hollywood's been
Jones?
successful at separating Roman Polanski from raping 14-year-olds.
Oh Jesus! I
Oh
know.
my
mean, if you wanna-
god. Well, I
No,
don't
but
watch.
that's the perfect-
we
that's the
but we don't.
perfect
But we
example
also.
of
But
that.
we also. But no one really watches Roman Polanski anymore.
Guy.
Okay, I will
I
say
didn't even
Chinatown.
What, Chinatown?
Pretty
Yeah.
badass. But
Exactly.
never saw it.
So
I don't watch
There
it
you go.
anymore. I don't watch it anymore.
Chinatown says
Never
get
seen
out
it.
of jail free card.
Yes, get out of reach out.
anyway,
All
I'm
right,
just-
all right, all
I'm
right,
just
all right, all
gonna,
right, all right. We don't need to get dirty with this. I mean, come on. You know what? Back in the 70s, that was different. 13-year-olds, they were like, that's like a thin mint. Come on.
So that's
Dave.
the only difference between Roman Polanski and Brian Singer. is
Listen,
Brian
listen.
Singer's in the wrong
I just said
decade.
something so awful that they're gonna cancel me now. So you guys
Ay, ay,
get
ay, ay.
fucked. All right.
Oh shit, that's
Oh
hilarious.
goodness. Oh goodness.
Carlsberg Elephant. Thoughts.
It's
Why is it
clean.
called
It is.
Elephant?
Why is
You
it
know?
called elephant?
That
I didn't even
was
look
my-
it up.
big
I didn't
on
even
flavor.
look
That
it
was my
up.
first question when I was looking at it.
Let me-
Otherwise, it's
I
a
should
pretty
have got
solid beer. It's like 7.2 though. That's the only.
No, that's
Although-
what.
Is it
that's
because
what's,
it has more alcohol than just the regular Carlsberg?
Having
maybe?
said that, if you look on the,
think so.
it's an 11.2 ounce beer instead of a 12 ounce beer, which doesn't sound
So
like
it is.
much, but then that's like a few percent less beer. than
So,
what-
according to their
Yes.
website, they said, "Did we choose the name Elephant to honor the statues that guard our brewery gates, or because it's a beer you'll remember forever?"
Ah,
Ah,
I like it.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I
It
love how
is
this
a really
is
good
becoming
beer,
like
though.
a copy podcast where we just read copy from these breweries.
hey,
No, I really like this beer.
yeah.
That's
That's quite
good.
tasty.
Yeah.
I just don't know when I drink
Nice.
it because, to be quite honest, if I want a lager, I generally don't want something that's 7.2
Yeah, you
because
do.
I want to drink.
Oh
I do.
no, you do. You want.
And I'm a Larry lightweight
Mm-mm.
anymore, so I'd rather, considering I'm washing it down with Miller's
Champagne.
Finest.
Washing it
Highlight.
down.
But if I may point out, Dave, you were talking about the size of the bottle. The Stella here is also the same amount, 11.2 or
Ah, is it?
330 milliliters. So
Yeah.
I think it's more of a European.
Yeah,
I mean,
where it's brewed.
I'm
and-
guessing. Yeah. Or
I
So
will say that
I
this,
actually like this way. I don't like regular Carlsberg. I actually don't like
I've
the
never
regular
had it.
Carlsberg. But this one, I don't know what it is about it. But yes, if you drink this, it will fuck you up. It'll sneak up on you, and you will be like just trashed off your ass. It's
This
like,
man is talking from
Mhm.
experience.
oh, I'm talking about fucking this Friday, because I had to buy a 6-pack because
Yeah.
I didn't need to buy a
I
6-pack.
had to.
I could have bought one, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna get some Carlsberg Elephants, and
I like this
and
beer. Yeah,
it just-
Nice
Those
looking.
mixed 6-packs and filled all of them
there's an
with Carlsberg.
The bottle says probably the best beer in the world. Indented in the glass.
it does say that. I would not agree with that 100%, but I do really like it. I am really a big fan of it, and
You know what? It's better than Bud Light Platinum.
Yes.
Well,
greatly.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
different.
I can't disagree with that. I mean,
That can be the tagline of this one. Better than Bud Light Platinum.
I'm not gonna put that as
That's
the.
yeah.
No.
it's something we don't have to get political about.
I just it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fresh,
Yeah.
it's clean, it's like a good drinking
I'll
beer.
vote for that.
Mm. I just
I
like
will
it.
say this. I will say this. I definitely want to go back to Denmark as of now and actually try it on tap now that I actually can. 'cause
Oh, that'd be great.
It was
Yeah, that'd be an interesting
There's-
beer on tap.
Oh, I think it'd be great. Oh my God, Aaron, you gonna take us?
No.
if I ever win the lottery, or find some sort of a thing, maybe. But no, it's very nice and clean. I mean, considering it's out of a green bottle, which is quote unquote skunky. I this one actually was not that skunky.
Come on,
like,
the
honestly,
green
it's-
bottle skunk. We gotta let that go. Heineken is a skunky beer, I agree, but like most green bottle beers aren't that awful.
yeah.
Come on.
Well, no, that's
I-
what I was getting at. I mean, this is actually quite tasty, but usually most green bottles have a stigma of being super skunky and like I can't drink this anymore. But this does not have that. I wouldn't mind having another one of these, but obviously after eating dinner, so I don't get trashed.
It has
right
a
away,
little
'cause
bit
it's
of a
meat.
bite. You can taste like the alcohol kind of,
Yeah,
but like I like that. I
it,
just
it hides its
exactly.
alcohol well. Actually, for
Also-
7.2, it's
Also
pretty-
tasted a little
flavorful.
sweetness in there too.
oh yeah, sweetness. Yeah,
very
yeah.
sweet.
But
It's
I'm
not
also
too
congested
sweet,
too,
though.
so I couldn't smell anything and it sucked.
Oh, darn.
I know.
It was just a nice
Eh.
little skunkiness, like not too much, not too little.
Yeah, it's
just-
not like
like
Heineken
right there.
level.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's not
tried,
offensive.
but it's like I
It's
couldn't
a
get
happy
anything.
place.
All right, Jerry, what do you think? Final thoughts.
Yeah, it was really easy, crisp drinking. I have no complaints about it. I've had it before. I think.
I
drank
think
it
I
at
rem-
your house,
yeah.
or I bought.
I think
a
you
bottle
bought some.
myself.
I think you bought some.
Yeah, I bought some for myself. So I'm giving it a thumbs up.
All right, Nick.
Despite my setback, it still came through. I really liked it, and I think this is my first time ever having it.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
And yeah,
Same.
so but yeah, thumbs up all the way.
As a guy who drinks Stella all the time, would you consider drinking this instead of it?
Depends because of the alcohol content.
Hmm.
Because sometimes there's just times when I'd just rather drink in bulk, and that's really not going to be a beer for that job.
Good answer.
Probably not a good choice.
Good answer.
No, because that'll derail the train rather quickly.
Dave.
Right.
I really like this. I'm kind of with Nick on the it's if I'm going to be drinking all day, this is not the beer I'm going to choose. But by the same token, it's lovely, well balanced. The alcohol's like there, but it's not like whoa. There's a ton of it. The skunkiness is just about right. The hops are just about right. I mean, it's a really delicious beer. I just don't know when I would drink it because, like I say, generally I kind of, even with IPAs at 7.2, I'd prefer like a 6% IPA, where I can have like one more.
So I would say Jared and Nick would buy it. Would you never buy it and just maybe drink it?
I would definitely drink it, and I might buy a 6-pack every once in a while. You know what I could see myself doing? I could see myself buying a 6-pack of this, drinking 1 or 2 of them at the start of the night, and then finishing with High Life or something. Just, to get that nice mix of like flavor and then quantity.
It would also be kind of like a nice beer to have if like you kind of want something with a little bit more kick, but you don't necessarily want the heaviness of like an IPA or a stout or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Aaron, where you at?
So I don't have any issues with this beer. I found it quite tasty, and honestly, considering I don't drink a lot of pilsners because usually they're just I need a little dirt with my beer in a sense. It's very well balanced. Like it's 7.2%. Yeah, it's a little strong on the alcohol side, but this brewery did a fantastic job with balancing it. Like they made it sweet, but not too like they pretty much did everything, but not too much of it. Like they figured out a way how to do that with a 7.2, and that I'm not gonna say behemoth because that's not a behemoth. That's like just above average for most beers we all drink. Let's be honest here. But I would definitely get a 6-pack of this if I could find it in my average store. And on top of that, it reminds me of when I stayed in Denmark and it was a good time. So
nice.
It's even hard to find in Total Wine. It's
no, it's not.
Out.
It's not.
Every time I look for it, it's out. It's gone.
That's weird.
Yeah.
JPK, tell me how awful this beer is.
It's not awful. I like how clean it is. I'm realizing I'm not really one for skunky beers. It just doesn't do anything for me. But it was nice to try. I've never had Carlsberg before. I didn't even know it was a well-established beer.
Oh yeah.
But
it's been around for a long time.
Again, like
heavily
probably
in
not,
Denmark.
but it's not so much against Carlsberg. It's just with these skunky beers, it's just not to my palate.
You're not a Stella or Heineken or a...
No, well,
no, because it's not on tap at
have
FOB.
a Stella than a Heineken. Heineken is overrated in my opinion.
Heineken is awesome and not overrated. Cool.
You just offended your father.
This is how we know he's adopted because Heineken is a delicious beer and it's not anyway.
Heineken's over Stella's?
No, but I would give Heineken
Stella
over Heineken any day, but they both get thumbs up.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a beer that I don't give a thumbs up to in the green bottle. Is what I'm saying.
That's
like,
true.
I just
Mickey's.
Well, okay, that's not a beer. That's a fucking headache. Anyway. I'm. We don't need to really talk about it. I like this beer a lot. That's why I brought it to the crew. So let's everyone just hold it up again. So when I come back through. Okay, so we're doing 5.5 Chubs up for the Carlsberg, and I appreciate everyone's love for it. You didn't have to love on it. You guys could
This
have
is
shit
probably
on
one
it.
of the highest rated beers we've had in a long time.
No, we've had a full on.
tasty.
Well, maybe lately. You're
I
right.
said in a long time.
Yeah, you're
I think
probably
it stands out from most of the other lagers just for its alcohol and like the flavor that's in there.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think that's one of the reasons I wasn't gonna bring in another green beer unless it had like something that like.
Yeah, it's a little different.
But like it's 7 point. I mean, Stella's just like 5, and like, you just you drink 4 of these and you're fucked already. It's just
4.
I'm feeling. No, I drank 1.
You drink like 10 of these and you're fucked.
Well, I've never drank 10 of them because like 6 I'm already like I've tapped
And that's
out.
why he's a virgin. He's never been fucked.
Game over.
John's not a virgin anymore, Dave.
I was talking about you.
Oh,
Now
You
the
said
eyes
you
of the
never
Lord.
drank 10 of them.
Oh goodness.
anywho, hey listeners, did you enjoy that? No. Anyway, yeah, no. It's a cool beer. It's a fun beer. Sometimes Nick, I was just like, sometimes you just want a little more kick. And you're right. Like sometimes you just want to chill. You want to drink a bunch of Stellas, and then sometimes you just like, fuck it, I need a kick, and you like turn the amp up to 11, you turn the European lager up to 7.2.
Yeah, and there's a mark for that. Oh, see you later, Aaron.
Sorry about
Welcome
that.
back. Welcome back.
Well, all your screens are frozen for some reason the entire time. So I
Are
was
we?
like,
Oh, that's weird. That's just.
That's weird. Are
That's-
they still?
it's my
I
internet.
think what it is your internet through your phone. If you put Discord on your laptop and do it through there, it'll probably work way better because you're using Wi-Fi
Just
and it's
Don't
compressed.
use the website.
Yeah, don't use the website. But yeah. Anyway, Nick was in the middle of saying something.
Well, no, it's just to reiterate my point. Like, it's a nice, like when you don't want to drink you want some lager, but you don't want to drink a ton of them, but you also don't. I'm just basically reiterating the point I made earlier. But
All right. Cool. What game am I going to pair this with? I didn't actually think of. You know what is funny?
Really? Come on.
I've thought about this.
You give
I've
us so much
You know
shit
what's
if we don't
stupid?
have a
You're
game
right.
already loaded
100%,
up.
John. 100%, John. Suck a dick.
A game called like
Far
Tombo the
Cry- Far
Badass
Cry
Elephant.
You know
Primal,
what? You know what's
Christian
funny about it though is like I think about this.
don't choose Hogwarts.
You guys, I think about these episodes all the time, and I think about them, and I'm blah 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 blah, and I like, oh, we gotta do this, we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, we gotta this, and then I just forget about the fucking game part. Like all of you, it's like, oh yeah, we have to fucking come up with a fucking video game we're gonna pair this beer with.
You can come
Well,
back.
to
do
black.
Yeah,
second
and like
flip.
Nick said, I'm just gonna pair it with Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm gonna pair this game with.
Come back to it.
No.
He has to do it.
You're right, Aaron. I do have to do it. So I'm gonna pick Gang Beasts. All right.
So
That's
I'll
the
just bring up
that's
the
the
next
inside.
game.
No,
Or not.
that's the inside burn for Aaron. Oh, okay. So Jared wants to announce his beer before everyone gets off, but we'll announce it again at the end.
Yeah.
What is your next?
I don't
week's
even actually know how to pronounce this brand. I
Ling-
just always think
Lingelas?
it's Leinenkugel's
Leinenkugel's?
toasted
Leinenkugel's?
bach.
I thought you were doing super swell.
No.
It's the Leinenkugel's toasted bach.
Aaron, he asked what beers were his, and I told him Super Swell and the Bach. It wasn't that he was. He just didn't know what beers were his. He forgot.
I did.
I have that beer. I drank the Super Swell, so I have to go buy
Okay.
more of it. Which is funny because it's anyway.
Was it
anyway.
super swell by chance? or-
No, it's not.
That was
Like-
bad.
But I've had it a couple
Totally.
times.
I
I've had it a
You
couple
can do
times.
better, Nick.
Hey, here's the thing: when you're drunk and you drink it, it's pretty good. Anyway,
Your taste
all right,
buds are destroyed.
All
It's
right.
wonderful.
all right. This is the moment where we switch gears. But Aaron, this is the halfway point. If you're bailing,
All right, guys.
We love you.
Yeah, I should probably. Love you guys.
Give
Peace
your
out.
girl a
Go take
kiss
care of that PlayStation
Will
4,
do.
all right?
and your other girl a push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play
I will
some
do.
gang beasts.
Give your baby
for
a
it.
kiss and give your
Funny.
old lady a push.
Dust off that PS5.
Will do.
Yeah, good seeing you, Aaron.
Love you,
Have a
Aaron.
good
Take
night,
care.
Natalie. Hey.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Look forward to that phone call
Adios. Right. Hold on.
if it ever
What
happens.
the fuck? You guys are the worst, I think.
So anyway, that does bring us nicely into like a little topic I wanted to discuss, and it's like,
Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. So we're moving into the what you've been playing beat list,
Yeah.
but Dave has a comment he wants to bring
Dave's
up.
a
been
quick
playing
comment.
Gang Beasts.
so
John's been playing Gang Beasts.
one of our members previously got rid of the PlayStation 4 and gave it to a bunch of their nephews, and they've been logging into our account.
Oh, is this the rant?
Despite our best efforts, and it's not the particular member or the nephew. So what really annoys me is the fact I just can't go on Sony, log into my account, and remove my account from all PlayStations that might be connected to the internet remotely. I wish we could do that, and it really annoys me that we can't, because there's genuinely good reasons why you might want to do that, i.e. someone steals your PlayStation, which has happened to me. My PlayStation 1 was stolen in the past, so it's kind of like,
They still shouldn't
Come on,
be able
Sony.
to buy games or spend money, though. I mean, with your new login information, they shouldn't be
true,
able
but
to
you
do
should
that.
be able to, you should be able to go onto the website, log in, do the two-factor authentication, and just be able to say, like,
Well-
hey, I was logged into this PlayStation. I logged into this PlayStation once 10 years ago, and
Maybe
the
you did it
account never got
wrong.
deleted.
I don't know. Maybe you did it wrong because I did it, and they haven't used my account in a long ass time. So maybe you guys just did it wrong. Maybe you guys are
Anyway.
just old and don't know how to do it right.
I still
Isn't it
feel
funny
seen
that they
any
prefer
activity
the
on
son
mine.
but not the father?
I don't know. I mean, Jared has. I haven't seen activity on Jared's. I haven't seen activity on mine.
Said he hid it.
Maybe
he,
you guys-
he hides.
Oh, I didn't hide
Gang
anything.
Beasts.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
hide.
anyway,
I mean, but if they play it, it'll still show that my system
Yeah.
would be playing it.
He's
I
just hide it from
my
his trophies.
library. I hid
Yeah.
it because I don't have any trophies. You can actually hide games that you
Yeah.
don't play or.
But
But I
it would
feel like-
show that Jared played it if he played it. So
I feel
think,
like it should be. Obviously, if
I feel like
if you were
guys.
logged in and it was not the PlayStation 4 was no longer connected to
I
the
just
internet.
feel like you guys are doing
that
something
account
wrong.
should be
I
the-
just like you guys
the-
aren't doing it right. Like I mean, I did it. Jared did it. I just like
No,
maybe you guys
this is
are
a
just not.
Sony problem. I should be able to. My bank and various
think
other
it's a- I think it's a
places,
David
I can look
Russell
in at a
problem.
login history,
I
and
did
I can
it.
see where places were logged in,
I haven't done
and I
it.
can dispute those.
Mm.
I can't do that on my PlayStation.
I
so-
mean, I think Dave, you gotta like keep doing it. You gotta
I know
keep-
you're trying to antagonize me, but Sony's it's a stupid system that
Maybe
they have.
you're right. It's a stupid system, but it's a
I mean,
stupid
all the
system.
streaming
You
It's a
should be
stupid.
able to block
It's a stupid system that worked
an
for
old
me.
system.
I don't know why it didn't work for you. I don't.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm a pretty intelligent guy. I know how like user accounts work and stuff. You reading the documentation on this, it's not freaking clear what any of it does anyway.
It's not. It's not.
It's really a minefield. I mean, most of the time, what I did was I went on and I tried it, and then I would log back into my own PlayStation 4 and see what changing that setting did, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it made it so that you can't be on PlayStation. It wouldn't log into the PlayStation Plus with my account anymore, but it didn't stop me from logging in. I can still log into Jared's account on mine. It just won't let me connect to PSN. I tried it.
No, that's how it is. That's okay. So you said that. So on a user account, yes, you can sign in. You can log into anyone's user account. So I could still log into John's
Yep.
and Jared's but I cannot sign into your PSN account. That's what PlayStation is protecting you from. But
what's
the problem
with
is, with Aaron's is it's still logging in your PSN account.
Yeah,
because
showing
you're-
you as online
yeah,
and
because-
showing that you're playing
because
these games.
logging into a user account is one thing.
Yeah.
Logging into a user account won't push you off PSN. That it wouldn't even show you on PSN. Logging into so when you log in, when they log into you, and they use your user account, it logs into PSN, and then that's how we can log into you and push you off because it's
which is weird because I deactivated all the devices, and then when I went to use my own PS4,
you know what I think is crazy? I feel like if Aaron just went over there and I feel like if Aaron just went over there and turned off the PlayStation, it would clear all that out, and then they would not be able to log in. Even I get what you're saying. I think the moral of this story is do a factory reset before you sell, donate, do whatever with the PlayStation 4 or 5.
Yeah. Or if you have users...
Your friends will be annoyed at you if they ever signed into it, and... Plus, whoever gets it from you could use your account to buy all the games and all the rest of it.
Yeah, so we were for instance, I have another PS3 in my console library back here, and we tried to sell it at a garage sale, but I went through before we got rid of it, and I just wiped it. It gets rid of everything. There's no games on it. There's no... it's so when you log into it, or when you start it up for the first time, it's it's like a brand new PlayStation 3.
Yeah. That's what I've done with all my old consoles. My Xbox 360 and my PS3.
Unfortunately, Aaron didn't do that.
And my PS4.
So part of the blame does lie on Aaron, that he didn't take or consider that. And then, yes, part of the blame is also on Sony.
Most of the blame lies with Sony, to be quite honest, because
I wouldn't. Come on,
steal consoles.
No, Dave. Come on, Dave. You wouldn't just give a computer to somebody. You would wipe it.
No, but they would take it, and it wouldn't be wiped.
Why would you? I would wipe a computer before I sold it to anybody. I would not.
But if someone steals it from you, you don't get the chance to wipe it.
Well, I'm not.
That's what I'm
stealing shit. But if they stole it from me, there's still multiple user accounts on that, and then Microsoft Windows doesn't allow you to go in there and just kill it.
But Sony should, because PlayStations get stolen all the time. They get.
But so do laptops. Come on.
So really, the only
or iPhones or
exactly
in the future is to log into someone's PlayStation and say use password every time.
That's why.
Who really wants to do that? But it makes sense.
Yeah, that's why you do that, and you do the two-step verification. So no one can actually get anything from you, even if they're using. Yes, they're using your account.
I still want to be able to delete my user.
Yeah, you should be.
Yes. Oh yeah, remotely. Yes.
That's what it comes down to. I want to I don't even want to be able to selectively remove it. If I want to remove it, I just want a new kit from Orbit button. Remove it from all the consoles.
Right. But what I don't understand is that the kill my user thing from all consoles should have done that. They could still use your user account, but they would not be able to log into your PSN account. So being that they could be playing as, but it wouldn't show. But it wouldn't. I get that. But it wouldn't show up as you. It would just be them playing, and then they wouldn't boot you off PSN because they weren't logged into PSN. It would just be an account with your name. So the fact that it didn't work seems weird to me.
Yeah, that's unusual.
I don't know why that didn't work.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because when I click the deactivate all devices, that's what I expect it to do. I expect it to disable the PSN.
It would disable the fact that they could log into PSN. Now they could still use your user account, but that wouldn't matter. They would just be playing at you, but it wouldn't affect you in any way.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't see me playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it didn't do that.
So for some reason, it's still working for John, or it was. I think maybe John's done now. I don't know. But Dave, it's still happening.
But Jared and I were playing a lot yesterday, so I think that's the only reason why I didn't pop, because they.
No, but see, if he could still access your user account, he would have pushed you off.
No, you can actually be logged into a PS4 and a PS5 at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so that will not affect you in any way.
I had a big problem with I was just watching video because I use my PlayStation 4 really as a media device just to watch Netflix, etc. And what was really annoying me was like I'd get kicked out, and I'm like, okay, so you logged into my account, you kicked me out.
It's funny we're going down this road.
Log back into my account, and they would kick me out 2 or 3 more times, and I'm like, fuck you. This is like really pissing me off right now because it's like, okay, it's not,
especially if it's your primary.
Right.
There should be
Yeah,
no
it's
reason
not
why
your
it's kicking
account.
you off your primary.
you know, it does happen, and I'm like, you know, it's happened to us before when we've had game night where someone's, you know,
when
significant
Ellen
other will
when
log
Ellen
in.
logs
Yeah.
into Dave's account to play Diablo 3.
yeah, or
Watch Netflix.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, and that's fair enough that does happen. But it's like what was really annoying me was that it was like multiple times as well. It's like,
Oh yeah.
so I don't know what to do about it because
It's funny we're talking about this. Well,
I
because
almost got to the
with
point
the
of just fucking my PlayStation account and saying fuck you. I'm gonna close this sucker down and get a new one.
Sell a PS5.
No, I mean like would be no more. I'd just get rid of all the games.
Wow,
and
that'd be rough.
it would, but it's like, you know, if
No, so
if
it was
doesn't want
funny
to control
because
it.
like I started playing PS3 this past week, a lot of PS3, and I logged in and then I was doing this and I logged out and then I went, oh, I want to get back in, and then it fucking had like this whole like DNCH or whatever it is bullshit. So for the to still have a PS3 running, you have to do this crazy thing where you log in on the website and they give you this crazy password, then to log in back into your fucking, like, to get into a PS3 right now is like getting into Fort Knox. It is like
pain in the ass.
They had to
Holy
do all this
fuck.
because
Right, 'cause-
it's been hacked so much and
Well,
it's
yeah.
wide open.
It's wide open, and the PlayStation Store. Well, that's the other thing. They wanted to close. Here's the other thing. We were talking about shit earlier. They're closing the Xbox Store, everybody, on 360. Yeah, cool. No one gives a shit. Dude, they tried to close the PSN Store on PS3, and everyone got fucking livid. So
I
PlayStation-
think the big difference there.
no, but PlayStation
is
kept it
that-
open.
Yeah, but I think the big difference there, like Xbox
no
users won't
difference.
get all angry, is because they've shown efforts to preserve and still offer
No,
these games for sale
barely.
modernly.
Half
Not
of the
all games,
library,
but
half of the
them.
360 library is effective. The other half is dead. Is just going to be dead. And like half of the PlayStation library is available on PlayStation Extra. I get it. I get that's not perfect. But no, they wouldn't let them close it. Fanboys wouldn't. So like PlayStation decided, all right, we'll keep it open. You just can't do money transactions. You have to put money into your wallet on PS4 or PS5, and then you can still buy games on PS3. You can't do an actual money transaction through a PS3, but you can still buy
'cause
games if you go to the website or the other consoles. And I'm looking through the games on there, and it's like, yeah, it worked, and like games are a lot cheaper. All these old ass games, and it's cool. But holy fuck, I got locked out, and it took me forever to get back into my fucking PlayStation 3 because it is such a fucking system of like, I don't know. Anyway,
There's your future with the PlayStation 4 and 5.
no, but I love the PS3.
Digital,
There is
digital
so much.
PS5 eventually. That digital PS5 is going to be really hard to use.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
It'll be the same for the disc.
Did you not listen to me when I was talking about like the two greatest things that happened to the console is like high heat, and the second is disk malfunction. So like, and the high heat probably comes from the burning the heat of the disc. So like your guys' systems are going to burn out before mine does, and the digital.
I'm not saying tomorrow.
And I'm also saying that
were
like
talking about being
Steam.
digital only in 10 years.
No. Because
you
no.
spent
You
5 minutes
guys
talking about the PlayStation.
No.
3
Getting
but
into
years.
it on a system is one thing, but it's locked to my account, Dave. It's like Steam. It's like my computer can die, but I can log into my account on a different computer and still log download all my games off Steam. So if I just buy a new PS4 or 5, I can download my games. Like, that shit's not going away. Like,
Until
that
they
shit.
close the store.
But they're never going to close the store. They've decided, Sony's already decided, they've already hit that front, that they're not. So, like, you guys are on the losing team ultimately. And that's cool that you don't think you are. But, like, Steam has already proved, and Game Pass has already proved, that we just need a login, and we can just download it whenever. So,
10 years from now.
when your disc drive dies, it's like, I don't give a shit. I don't have a disc drive.
Companies show they care right now. But it's right now.
You're buying a disc with nothing on it.
Well, yeah, I'll give you
a lot of them, yeah.
You're buying a disc with nothing on it. So, like, when that disc drive dies and you have to buy another, like, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I get you guys think you have, but, like, Steam has already proven that that's the greater way to go. So, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Steam.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Jared,
digital content.
give me a game that you've been playing this week.
Well, all of us but you, played Back 4 Blood, which you bought for us for Christmas.
Yep.
And my rule was you guys could only review this game as long as you played it together. And you know what? Congratulations.
We all played it together in some fashion, but not all
basically,
at the same time.
Like all four of us at the same
Aaron
Varying
wasn't
degrees.
Yeah.
Aaron's never going to be there. I just bought it for him because...
No.
Like the cake song, never there.
Yeah, but I had this lucky time where I got some time to myself during the day and was able to play with my friends during the daytime, and we had a good time. It's a mediocre game, but it's entertaining. That has a card system that nobody cares about unless you're playing on crazy hard difficulties.
You played it all day long. You played it all day long, and it's mediocre at best.
Am I playing gin rummy with this card system? What's going on with this card system?
Yeah, I didn't pay any attention to it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a form of a microtransaction. Like I think 100%. You can buy.
Yeah, it's like
I
five
didn't see microtransactions in the game. I didn't see any.
See, Jared's like what are you talking about?
I didn't really look into it, but I think you can actually buy card packs.
Jared's like, check out this big deck of mine.
Check out my big deck, guys.
Now, I could be wrong, but that was just an impression that I got when I saw card packs of it.
I had the same impression.
I thought it was fun.
Microtransactions.
But the game itself is just Left 4 Dead, right? Like what were you expecting?
No, it totally is Left 4 Dead. In fact,
more Left 4 Dead.
John was sitting here humming Left 4 Dead music. Like when I forgot.
Yeah, John was humming Left 4 Dead music. Yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun. I mean, just the moment to moment, it had good challenge and ramped up and all that stuff. And there was some different things to do, and it had variety throughout each level, so that was fun.
We did beat that campaign, Jared. I don't know if you were.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I had to leave real quick. My family got home, but there was a campaign mission where like there's birds and car alarms, and you're like making the birds set off the horde. And in the middle of that horde, you're like, oh, shit, I shot a car with a car alarm. Oh, shit. Oh, man, there's a door with an alarm on it. Oh, man, I opened it. Sorry. Oh, another horde. So you're getting tackled by horde over top of horde and more hordes. And you're just getting completely wiped. And it's
I enjoyed
crazy.
The melee weapons on it. I thought those were really fun.
Oh, the melee weapons are super OP. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still fun. Yeah, I mean, like as you said, you got it for like $5. So the game is totally worth at least that. It's worth more than $5.
We got Ian's $5 out of it yesterday.
Yeah. So it was fun.
It was $6, but all right.
Oh shit!
Okay, well.
I don't know. I said.
John, are you not going to install it?
It's totally worth $6.
John, are you not going to install it on your PS5?
Oh, I already uninstalled it on my PS5. Once I found the disc hole. Or the disc slot. I uninstalled it.
Yeah.
because
Wait,
I downloaded.
I thought you installed it
PlayStation.
on your I thought you installed it on your Xbox.
No. I
You actually
installed
bought
on my-
it?
No. It's for free on PlayStation exclusive. I guess.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
the exclusive. Wow. Why are
Yeah,
you
baby.
spending all the
So
money, dude? Big
I'm bougie.
spender.
Making it rain.
Well,
So
shit.
I'll throw
if
out
you
a
want
couple
to,
of
if you
other
want to
games
send that
I
copy back
played.
my direction, I'll give it to somebody else.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you don't want it, just send it back to me. I'll give it to somebody. I'll give it to like Matt or Chaser or somebody.
Okay.
If you don't want it. If you already have it, if you're like done with it, are you guys gonna play? Are the other guys gonna play it again? You guys gonna play it together? You like
I would
it?
go again with the
Yeah.
fellas.
Yeah, if I
It'd
saw
be
it,
nice to actually get all of us together and play.
That'd be awesome having 4 people because the bots,
think-
you know, they kind of saved our asses a couple of times, but beyond
all
that,
random people that
The
wouldn't
bots and
that would
and
just
they-
leave the controller halfway through, and you're like,
oh yeah, Dave. When Nick, Dave, and I were playing, there was just randos jumping on, and they have like their PlayStation
muting the
controller
mic.
microphone on, and it's just like screaming at us, like whatever's in the background is just going ah. It's super
Yeah,
loud
it was
and
like-
crazy.
it was like
We had
that-
to mute
that
it
one
so
kid
God,
quick.
I
that-
wish one of you would
that-
stream it. That sounds exciting.
it was the one kid that came on. It's like there's dogs barking in the background and people.
You guys gotta
like,
be in
having
party
conversa-
chat, bro.
It was.
I think most people forget that the controller has a microphone.
Yeah,
Right.
Jared and I were in party chat. But the other thing about that game is I feel like to do it properly, you need an hour and a half to do like
The
a full
tutorials.
mission, like because there's like 9 or 12 missions to a chapter.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot.
to do them all, it does
Stupid.
take quite a bit of time.
I mean, this is
Set.
the team that did Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. This is literally the sequel to those games. This is
Because
Left
they
4
had
Dead
to do
3.
that because
Successor.
Valve doesn't believe.
Yeah,
in
because
number
Valve
3.
doesn't believe in that. So this is this is Turtle Rock. This is literally Left 4 Dead 3. But
Well, that
without
would make sense
Valve.
why a lot of the powered up whatever look almost strikingly similar to a lot of like the enemies in Left 4 Dead.
I'm just happy you guys
Mhm.
actually got all together and like
Yeah.
played it. I'm very happy. Like it's like it feels like $6 well spent.
But it was there was kind of a wonky kind of a difficulty with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
Some weird
spike.
spikes. Yeah.
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 And
Get-
then the next, if you like,
get good.
continue, it's
Just
like,
fucking
oh,
get
okay, it's
good,
easy.
man. Come on.
Get good.
Uh,
Yeah, just spray and pray harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the weapons are useless, and then some are like, "Wow, this is the most awesome thing ever."
How's that? How's that?
Only,
The
It's
RPK, Ian, like
it's the
Warzone.
only game I've
Maybe a
only used
meta.
the shotgun. in.
Suck Warzone 2 off, dude. The fact that you like that game is such fucking trash bullshit. Anyway, how's the mug, John? How's the
It's good.
is it? Is it
You know what?
Is it good?
I feel like I should Venmo you or something. This is quality.
No, just
Yeah.
send
Spend
the
some-
just send the game back if you don't want it, and then I'll give it to someone who wants it. Since you already have it, I just thought you did. I thought you had it on Game Pass. I didn't realize you.
So
had,
Ian,
yeah,
Well, if I use Game Pass, I'm using it for PSN as well.
Gotcha.
So it's interchangeable.
I got you.
Yeah.
Ian, John, are you guys ever gonna play Hi-Fi Rush?
I'm not. Maybe if
don't
I
know.
ever
I've
get
never
Game
heard of
Pass
it.
again.
It's on Xbox, John. Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
Hi-Fi
I would have to re-up
Rush.
on Game Pass. I got
Just
rid of
re-up
Game
it
Pass.
for 1 month. Just re-up it for a month and play Hi-Fi Rush. Seriously, it's
What's that
so
about?
good.
It's like. Do you like music?
It's like a rhythm brawler, not like an action battle game with like
It's
really
like it's like
great
Returnal.
cell
It's like Returnal,
graphics.
but music. So like
What?
every,
Oh.
so like you're running around killing things, but you have to do it to the beat. So
It's
like
all
you're
melee attacks, and you time your melee attacks to the beat, and it's super awesome. The writing's fun, the music's fun, everything about the game just oozes fun. Like the environment, because you have to go with the beat. The guys like snapping to the beat. The environment's like different caps and gears are like rotating to the beat, and everything's just moving. It's so awesome. I played
Do
more
you
of
have
that
to
this morning.
tune to the beat? Because
You don't have to tune it. You just have to hit it. You don't have to tune it. You have to hit it.
No,
You
but
don't-
you had to calibrate. There was that one like
There is a
rhythm game where you
calibration
take-
tool if you need to, but it's pretty well tuned, at least to the TV setup I have. But you don't have to do it accurately like in Guitar Hero and stuff like that. It's not gonna fuck the whole game up. It just gives you bonuses for doing it to the beat. You could just completely F up through the whole game and be fine. But if you do it to the beat, you get more damage on the
Hi-Fi Rush
like
is the new crack out there right now. Everyone's like talking.
It's good. I'm loving it. I just beat the second boss, and it was such a great thing. Like the boss fights are so well written and fun and crazy. It has like 3 phases, and each one of them, there's story segments and stuff. It's just so well done. I would strongly recommend this game to you, John.
Nick DeWin, what's the
Maybe
game?
Ian.
Nick DeWin, what's the game you've been playing?
Back for Blood. Well, that and God of War Ragnarok.
All right.
Hey, what about God of War?
Have you not beat? No, don't talk about it too much.
No.
But are you close to finishing it?
I don't think so.
Oh, we're never.
Where are you at? Can
We're
you
never
give us
gonna
an
do this
update?
review.
We can. I mean,
Where are you
pretty
at?
much know how I feel.
Where are you at?
I am fighting a guy named Fisk.
I don't remember who Fisk was.
Fisk?
I don't
Which
know.
world are you at?
I'm only on chapter 6.
Oh, okay, yeah, pretty.
I don't know what world that is.
I don't remember Fisk.
Oh, what world?
Is that an extra world? Is that an extra boss?
No, it's. I'm sitting here trying to help Freya, free her from that spell
Oh,
that binds her.
okay,
to-
yeah. That's a fun
okay.
mission.
You're like about halfway.
You're about halfway.
Yeah.
You're not bad. You just muscle through it.
Oh.
You're doing good. You're good. You're not that far.
Yeah, I mean,
We all had
I
to take breaks from that game. You're good.
You're good.
I tried fighting him a couple of times yesterday, and it's just like, I'm kind of not in the mood for this because I was failing and I still
Lower the
quite
difficulty. Put it on easy. Call it good.
Yeah. The game's still very
Cool.
challenging in certain areas if you're on very easy. So, yeah.
Dave, what have you been playing? What was a game you've been playing aside from Back for Blood?
Oh, Mass Effect.
Oh.
1 and 2, which we'll talk about another time.
Yes,
but,
we're gonna do a Mass Effect podcast. So
I've actually been playing a little bit of Rocket League as well.
all right. Oh, you didn't jump into the Kerbal yet, huh?
No, I actually did play Kerbal a little bit. I managed my first launch, and then the second launch, I just can't seem to get the spacecraft that doesn't become unstable at about 2,000 foot. I can't figure out why.
I'm
guessing it's
more interested in this. Like, do you have any interest in this game or what?
probably not. I wouldn't go out and buy
Aw.
Kerbal 2, but I'm interested in why I can't get this particular rocket ship I'm designing to be stable, because it should be stable because the center of pressure's where it needs to be, and the dynamics are right. I'm guessing it's something to do with the way it calculates propellant loss as stuff flies, changing the center of gravity, and then either that or the center of pressure is moving back as the thing gets faster.
I mean, it is
or a
pretty.
combination
It is
of
a pretty hardcore simulator, even though it's goofy in its like kind of delivery. It's supposed to
I
be a
gotta
pretty.
try it out.
It's a pretty hardcore game in the fact that it's not obvious what you have to do. I had to watch a tutorial just to figure out how to build the spacecraft and launch it. The key, it's not like there's an easy quick start guide that says press this key, and things are hidden in menus, and
But isn't that the kind of shit you like?
I was about to say, I feel like any game that Dave has to look up a tutorial online, that's an instant hard-on for him. It's like, yes, give me the blueprints. Yes.
No, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when I have to look up, okay, which button is it I press to launch the spacecraft,
Oh, yeah.
that's when I'm a little more like, because
Too much of a cock
just have a
tease.
big red button there that says launch. It shouldn't be that hard. That's what gets me. It's like, I don't mind having to look up some weird key press to do something or other, but when I'm having
just
to
glad
look
you're
up,
getting some kind of enjoyment out
No,
of it.
but is it-
I'm
yeah, does-
also happy that it was free
Yeah.
It's one of the games I recommended to Dave, and I'm glad that you're trying it. But yeah, I
I
understand
totally
the
see
challenge
the
and-
attraction of like why people would play this game and why people really like it.
Do you think if you were younger, you would be more into it than you are now? Do you think you'd be
If you
more
had time and wanted to
time
sit
and
at your
just
PC
like
for hours?
Possibly because I used to spend quite a lot of time when I was younger designing rockets in some rocketry software I had. And
Oh, wow.
like how they were stable and projected altitudes with different motors and stuff. So there used to be a program called RockSim. I don't know if it's still around that I used to use because I used to fly a lot of model rockets, and so I used to spend quite a bit of time like fiddling around in that. You know, what if I change these fins? What if it's two-stage, or this motor, high thrust versus low thrust versus total impulse, that kind of stuff. So
It's still around, Dave.
It is
version 10.
Wow. Yeah, I think I've got an old copy of somewhere on a 3.5-inch disc still. But anyway, it's like, yeah, that was a great program. And so I spent a lot of time with that program. So I have some idea around the ways of like rocketry and like aerodynamically stabilized rockets. It's different if you go to, active control, active stabilization. But
all right.
Jeez,
so that's why that's why it's annoying me that I can't figure out why this rocket becomes unstable at 2,000 foot. 'Cause I know
Rock Sim version 10 is $124.
Jesus Christ.
You can get Open Rocket. It's a free open source one.
I think I had. That was just starting when I lost interest, but when I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
So as we moved to John, before we moved to John, is like Dave and John, like tell me about Gang Beasts.
It's the game all the cool kids are playing.
Yeah,
so-
it's
No.
Ragdoll Physics.
Okay, I get it. Oh, the
game.
jokes. Oh, we're here. John though is playing a lot of games. John's playing like tell John. I mean, we've already been here, most of us. Ghost of Tsushima. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's great.
It's awesome.
I still remember. You know what sticks to me about Ghost of Tsushima is the review you did on the show, because Brad, for whatever reason, I don't know the circumstances, I don't know the context, he had to do it in public in a busy spot, and all you hear is just like while he's doing his review. And
I
that's always
apologize.
stuck with me.
I'm sorry. Brad is that kind of person. Brad's just kind of up.
No, come on, Brad. If anything, Brad's a professional.
No, Brad's
He
not.
should be a
Brad's not
professional.
always a professional. He's a professional when it suits him.
Man,
When it comes
it's
to
just like
us,
you hear
he's
dishes
not a professional.
cleaning, You hear some woman talking about some private shit in the background, like. Anyways, I'm getting away from it. So, but yeah, I think they do a great job with obviously with feudal Japan. I think it's interesting that your character, and this is something you brought up in your guys' review of it, as he progresses through the story, he's getting further and further away from his samurai code of conduct. I think it's great how they do these optional missions with these other side characters, but they're not just one or two missions and you're done. They're like 9 missions deep or whatever. And I think the costumes and the armor is cool. I don't know how it was on the PS4, but on the PS5, I love the fluidity of how the wind interacts with the environment.
Yep.
And your clothing.
Well, how the wind and how the natural environment directs you to the next mission, or
yeah.
I mean, that worked. It worked that well on the PS4.
I took a lot of pictures in that game.
So did I, but I was in Kurosawa mode the entire time. So
my only complaint is really the combat. It at first seems like it's kind of deep, but once you kind of get around, like once you get to the second part of the map, it's just it's much more shallow than you thought it was initially.
I started to make it. I started personally to make it more complicated. So I had the smoke bombs, and I would ride my horse. I would jump off the horse, smoke bomb a group of people and then take them out. Like because you can launch off the horse, so like you could do this whole Batman kind of thing where you like jump off, smoke bomb, and then you could, because you smoke bomb them, you could stealth kill them all if you were fast enough. And so I would start doing these other
chain.
I would start doing these other ways of killing people that weren't the regular way of killing people, just a creative, like, because there's something about running in there into a group of guys and just being like, I'm a badass motherfucker, and you jump off and smoke bomb and just like, and then it just looked cool, and then you'd pause it, take a photo. I don't know. I think that game is awesome, and I really enjoyed it. So, be open to like just experimenting. I feel like the combat you can experiment with quite a bit.
Can't
and
wait
then
to
I've
see
been
what
playing
they do next.
Spider-Man 2018, and that game still holds up really well. I actually texted Jared this morning because Ian
I think even Dave liked that game.
Yeah, I really
Ian
enjoyed
loves
that
to give
game.
shit about the stealth system, meaning that he fully supports it. Oh, it's not that big part of the game. It's pretty
not
short. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's
I
not.
texted Jared. Hold on. Let me pull up the text.
I'm
I
with
sent
you,
Jared this
Ian.
morning.
I don't remember that being
I
a
don't remember
big
it being
deal,
a-
man. I don't know how you
pain in the
guys
butt,
are
man.
like fucking sucking.
Spider-Man Mary Jane stealth sections are garbage. I wish she would get blasted when caught. Add more entertainment value for me. That's what
It
I
was
texted.
so fat. I don't not understand this.
Small part of the game.
It's like
It was just a tiny part of the game, dude.
So hard.
Hard.
And then, yeah, it does. It just like it just slows it down for me. And then also like
Get good, you fuckers. I don't
haven't played
understand.
enough Battle
I
Base,
tried to rush through it because I didn't want to do it, and I kept on failing because I hated it.
Oh my god.
that's the problem.
I do
Jared.
not
You
understand
can't-
you fuckers.
Unfortunately, you can't. Rush
You
through
just
it.
You
play
can't.
through it. I never failed those missions. I don't understand.
And
You guys are fucking
this is
weird.
just for me. I don't like and
Many-
excuse the red pill language. I don't like how Peter is a cuck to Mary Jane.
All right,
First off,
racist.
I don't think Mary Jane is that interesting of a character, and they just made her prototypical redhead white girl. Great. And then Peter is just like, whatever you want, Mary Jane. I didn't mean it like that. And it's like, bro, aren't you like?
You know what's cool though? Here, I don't know if you've caught on to this, but do a mission and then play him walking on the street with that mission, and then play him swinging on that mission, because he acts it two different ways. He acts it out of breath, or he acts it chill. Like they recorded multiple lines for this character,
wow.
so like he actually will act chill if you're like just walking.
Yeah, he's not out of breath.
He's not out of breath. But if he's swinging, he's out of breath. It's like two different takes, and those are in
Interesting.
the game. So like
Nice.
if you pay attention to that, it's kind of cool. Anyway.
Oh,
But yes,
okay.
I agree
definitely
that
try
like I'm not gonna. Hey, if you guys have a hate thing on for the Mary Jane sequences, that's fine. I'm not a big fan of them, but I didn't find them hard or difficult. I don't know
That's
what
fair. That's
you
fair.
guys are like. Just fucking. I don't know what you guys are doing. And then, the game is an open world game. I get it. It's not the great. I think the game is a solid. It's a solid 8.5, almost a 9. It's a solid
I
game.
think it's great.
It's
I
a
think
great
it's a great
game.
game.
I just. Even Dave liked it. I think
Yeah.
the swinging is like incredible on the
That's what
PS.
makes the game, yeah.
Yeah, on the PS5, you're running HDR. You're getting like reflections and cool shit. It's even better than the PS4 when I played on the PS4 version. No, it's a great game. I'm not trying to be a dick on your criticisms. You're right. Playing as Mary Jane isn't the funnest thing. But I didn't find any problem with it.
Well, no, I would say the relationship between Peter and Mary Jane, I hated more.
You
how
hated
they
it?
relate, because he just bends over backwards for her. It's just like, bro, just get over it. Like, Black Cat is more interesting to me than
Oh,
Mary
yeah.
Jane is.
Sure, but I didn't find Mary Jane that problem. But okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. Everyone has their take. Everyone has their take.
Probably
And
because
then,
Mary Jane doesn't like to take web in her face.
But she takes it up the butt. It's more than Black Cat will do. All right. But that's a redhead versus a blonde.
Got one more game.
You guys don't know redheads.
Playing Returnal with Jared.
Returnal. Are you guys actually? Do you actually play again after that last time? Oh, you guys played again
yesterday. Yeah.
Did you get past the second?
Yeah, I will always play Returnal with someone.
Did you get past the second boss this time?
Oh yeah, I beat the second boss by myself.
He did solo.
Oh, good job, John. So the
So
third boss.
what John's saying is that he's better than you.
Well, I'm not doubting it. But hey, John, get
That's
Elden Ring.
rise above the competition, Jared.
Get Elden Ring. Get Elden Ring, and then tell me.
It.
You get Elden Ring, and then tell me all about it. All right. No, that's cool. You guys played Returnal. That's cool.
Yeah. What are you playing?
I played. What did I play? Nothing. All right. Let's wrap this.
Yeah.
Let's see. I beat an old ass game that we had played a long time ago. We had talked about a lot on our old ass podcast. I beat Dust Elysian Tale.
I saw that.
I just
I
said
got the platinum in that game.
I just finally said, "Hey, I never beat this. I'm gonna finish it," and I finished it.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, it's an old ass game.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, I loved it. It's a great ass. It's still a great ass game.
The
actually,
battle system's fun.
It's actually. I felt at the end. The end was kind of over long and drawn out. But man, that's a game that needs a sequel. The game calls for a sequel. That game needs. It's such a solid game. Anyway, and then let's see. John and I played this co-op one time, barely. But and with all the Armored Core news coming out with Armored Core 6, I went back to Armored Core 5, Verdict Day, and I played that for a bit, and I got a bunch of trophies and hung out in there, and it's funny.
You have like a love-hate relationship with Armored Core.
It's the only Armored Core I've ever played.
Like you love to play it, and
no, I don't even know if I love to play it. I was. Back then, when John was playing it with me, that one time, but I was wanting to be a part of it. I wanted to get into it, and I didn't understand it, and then we both didn't understand it, and we both hated it, and then bailed on it. And so then years later, today or yesterday, I reinstalled it, played it, tried to understand it, started to play it, really play it, and the game is so complicated in its menus and blah 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 blah, but then when you play the game, it's so basic bitch. It's just it's weird. It's I'm gonna keep playing it. I kind of want to beat it, but I'm really curious where From Software is gonna take this Armored Core 6. All these people who think it's gonna be the next Souls or the next Elden Ring, I feel like you guys are sorely mistaken. I don't understand.
It'll be interesting to see what it turns into.
Yeah, I don't. It's not gonna be that. It's a mech game.
Yeah, it's a different game.
It's a different game. I mean, From Software has been making this game from the very beginning, basically.
They've learned a lot about game development.
Yeah,
since,
so I'm curious.
since
But
that's all happened.
I'm
So it'll be
actually,
interesting.
and also here's the other thing. So Armored Core 5. This has got a 70, 69, 70, Metacritic. But all the Armored Core games share that same. So regardless of whatever Armored Core you're in love with, they all have the same shitty review through the board. So the game has never gotten better or worse. It's just been this kind of game that exists. So I don't feel like Armored Core 5 is any worse than another game. It's just different than one you played before that you don't like. Anyway, so I'm going to play that. And then, what else was I? Hey, Kenna Wolf, what's going on, motherfucker? just dropped in the chat. I apologize I didn't see you earlier. Kenna Wolf, friend of the show. He's a big time streamer. Kenna Wolf, youtube.com/Kenna Wolf. Anyway, what are we doing? Oh, Avengers. I've been playing a lot of Avengers, and I think Avengers is fucking great. I think it got a lot of shit, but
really,
yeah, because it's two different games. It's two games in one. It's that kind of Destiny, always online live service game. But if you just play the live service game version, just like the single player, it's really solid. I think all the characters are well acted. All the characters play differently. It's actually better than Destiny in the sense that it's each character you play as feels very different. So if you're very into Marvel shit, I think you should play it. Right now it's only like $7.99 on the PSN store.
You have to play this.
So it's very good, and you can play it together. You can play in co-op. So if you go buy it on PSN right now, it's $7.99. We can get together. We can group up in teams of 4.
You can all mob around as the Hulk.
As the Hulk, I think Iron Man's. I think they're all fun to play as. Actually, I mean, if you're not a Marvel fan, then I would say no, don't bother. But I think it's. I mean, the single player. I mean, I'm almost at the end of the single player campaign, so I've almost beat the single player campaign. I've really enjoyed it. I think it's really fun. I get how here's the other thing. At the end of March or the end of May, this game is going offline in the sense that the microtransactions are ending. So everything is going to be free. So all the costumes are going to be free and shit. So like you don't have to buy anything anymore. But you can still play the single player and multiplayer online in the servers. The servers are not going to go offline, so you can still play together. You can still play the game, but they're going to stop making money off of it. Basically, they're going to shut that down. So that's kind of cool too. So right now it's on PSN for $7.99. It's PS4 and the PS5 versions. I'd say pick it up, but I think the game's fun, dude. I get people that didn't like it, but I feel bad for not supporting it because like Crystal Dynamics is a good team. I feel like it's really well acted, and I don't know. I feel really bad for not supporting it. Anyway, so I've been playing that the last couple days. I'm gonna beat that probably. I don't know, the next couple days. So anyway, those are the games I've been playing.
It's included in the PlayStation Plus.
Oh yeah, so John probably has it if he's.
Yeah,
he has it already. All right, let's
Awesome.
Before we wrap this up, couch co-optionals. Jared, go.
I watched Megan.
Megan.
And
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really well done. I thought it had good pacing.
Female
it's kind
Chucky.
of a horror movie, but it's like PG-13 kind of a thing. So it'd be like a good early horror game for someone.
They have an R-rated version coming out, and they've already greenlit a sequel.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, it's really good. I'd strongly recommend it.
Did you watch that on Justin's Plex?
I did.
Yeah, I saw it up there. I was like, oh.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good.
Nick to win. Couch co-optional.
No, I don't have anything.
Shit. Give us a beer.
Oh shoot! I took the bottle away, but well, it'll be a recommendation here next time. But Lucky Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's a delicious lager. Buddha lager.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's 5%, but look for it next year on Milkman Drinks a Beer.
So that's not the beer that's shaped like the Buddha bottles, right?
I think it
that's
is.
a different one, isn't it?
No.
Well, no, the bottle. I mean, I was drinking it earlier tonight.
Well, no.
bottle-
So
pre-show.
there is a
Buddha?
Buddha bottle that's like a 20 ounce or a 24 ounce. I'm not sure. I had the same question, Jared. I don't know. There is a Buddha beer.
And
It's like a green
seen the one
Buddha
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
beer bottle. Yeah.
but
I don't know
no,
if it's
the
the same
bottles that
brand.
I had.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah, I don't know
regular
either.
12 ounce bottles that he was drinking.
That's what you had, yeah.
But it might be the same beer. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
just in a larger size.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Or yeah, well, let's go with that. I found
cool.
it at Uwajimaya. I'm sure you can find it at Total Wine.
It was at John's Market last time. I almost got it, but I didn't because I'm cheap.
Belmont Station, if you're ever on the east side, maybe. I don't know.
Dave, what's your couch co-optional?
Oh, I've been reading Caliban's War by James Corey.
No. You can't be telling these people that we read. Like, that makes them think that we're...
It's a TV series. It's The Expanse. It's the novels it's based on. So, yeah.
Nice.
What's the book called?
Caliban's War. I think it's the second one out of like 10 or 12. So I'm really enjoying it.
There you go. Can you get those on audiobook? Probably.
I have no idea. Mine is a paper book that's about 1.5 inches thick.
And
that's a big one. I have to turn the light on to read.
I'll have to ask you how to spell that eventually.
Caliban, C-A?
Just search for The Expanse and James Corey. It's like Corey.
Okay.
Is
it from the actual Expanse story, or is it like a secondary?
It's the books that it's based on. So currently, it's in the Expanse. It's currently in the third. It's probably the second or third season, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to remember.
Gotcha.
All right.
I don't remember which season's which, if you know what I mean, because I watched it all kind of back to back.
Right.
Okay.
JBK, what do you got for the good of the order?
I'm gonna recommend a podcast called Red Bar.
Red Bar.
It's do
they only drink red beers?
No, it's a wildly inappropriate podcast, and but it's hosted by Mike David, and honestly, I feel like he is wildly inappropriate. Like, it's not going to take long for you to listen and realize he's problematic, but I feel like he has a pretty balanced approach to a lot of like certain pop culture things. He deals more with stand-up comedy. Like, he's more of a critique of stand-up comedy, more specifically West Coast stand-up comedy. But I feel like he's pretty funny, and he's pretty level-headed. And yes, he is a shock jock of yesteryear. But if you can pull through that, I think he's pretty hilarious. So I'd recommend Red Bar.
Ian, what's your couch co-optional?
All I see is his parka.
Going to the bathroom on regular intervals.
Going to the bathroom and leaving his chair.
It's time to go to the bathroom.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So we're going with American Standard as the toilet of choice, or
how about Kohler? Yeah, Kohler.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard nothing but bad things about Kohler.
Yeah. Well, you do like construction kind of work and stuff like that, right?
I've heard repeatedly Kohler is not, their brand is just getting worse and worse as time goes on.
Okay, I'll remember that because I have some stuff I need to replace. That's that's a recommendation. Is
I was
not
going to
Kohler.
say everyone comes to this podcast for toilet recommendations.
Yeah.
If you have the money, get a Toto.
Well,
yeah. Well,
shall we close this up with the couch?
Oh, he'll be back.
We should all leave.
I've watched the first couple episodes of. Oh, you're back. All right. Well, then I won't say that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought I could hold the urine, and then all of a sudden it was just hitting.
But then you could not.
It was just a peak.
Have you been watching a show?
Yes, many a show. But I wanted to recommend currently on Apple TV. I think I posted it on Discord. I want to recommend Shrinking on Apple TV Plus. It's with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. It's pretty dark, pretty funny. I've really enjoyed it. It's from the same producers of Ted Lasso. So I give it a watch. There's some pretty funny shit in it. And yeah, all right. And Harrison Ford is great. Harrison Ford is having this, like, he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna act a lot. and he's like in everything. He's like doing fucking the Yellowstone prequel, and he's doing the fucking Indiana Jones shit.
Like
and now he's doing
something.
He's got to do all this before he has his next airplane crash, because it'll be his last one.
No, he just wants. He just wants to start worrying again. He's just like.
It's kind of funny because he's been very.
He's been very quiet, and he's just like, fuck it. I just want to act a lot right now, and he's just been acting a lot. He's just like he wants to do it, and it's like. That's cool to see as a guy. He's in the 80, 82 or some shit. I don't know. And he's
Is that
great.
next Indiana Jones movie coming out this year or next year?
I think it's this year. I think it's this summer.
I think it is this year.
But no, he's great in this movie. He's very key. If you like chill, like kind of.
Wait, is it a series or a movie?
It's a series. Shrinking on Apple
Shrinking.
TV. Apple TV Plus. But anyway, he's. I mean, he's not the lead in it, but he plays a great character in it. And anyway, good show, fun, dark, funny. Anyway, check it out. Anyway, that's my couch co-optional. Again,
Great.
Jared's beer is what?
Leinenkugel's Toasted Bock.
Toasted Bock. Next
Leinenhugel.
week.
Leinenhugel.
There you go.
And I'll come
You
up.
mispronounced
Hugo.
it. It's actually pronounced Miller Coors.
Yeah.
Suck a dick.
That almost looks like an L. Leinenhugel.
Miller Coors Toasted Bock. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Been
Always.
a lot of fun. This is a great episode.
Yes.
I love you too, Father.
Yeah, son. And the ghost.
is your
and the
father.
woman. I want to thank you all for listening. Remind you can leave feedback at thecouchcoopshow@gmail.com or head over to anchor.fm/thecouchcoopshow and leave us a polite, awesome, informative, reaffirmative message on our
Should be the
voicemail.
kindest of messages.
I
yes.
like this positive kick. This is
like
good.
this one. Okay. Because if it's dark and nasty,
I mean, there's a lot of S&M kind of vibe that gets thrown here and there. So
John's not into
Even
the dark.
if you get backhanded with your compliments.
I mean, with John here, he's not into the dark S&M. When Aaron's here, he's into the dark S&M space torture shit. So anyway, it's super easy to do that, and you can leave a message, and we'll play it on the air. I promise you, if you leave us a message on anchor.fm/thecouchcoop-show, we will play that on the air, 100%. Man, we got, this is, what is this? Episode 196? 197? We are getting, 297, 296. We are getting so close to 300, boys. Mm-hmm. And we have a special episode coming for everybody. Not only are we going to be celebrating our 300th episode, but also our 9th year as the Couch Co-op show. It's kind of gnarly, coming up in February. Well, February is now, but like in a couple weeks. And
we started a thing a long time ago. Yeah,
didn't we? It's kind of gnarly. Anyway, it's super easy, and you can do that, and we'll play it. I want to thank Jared, Nick, Dave, John for joining me here on the couch.
and Aaron.
And Aaron. Aaron was here earlier. You're right. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, that 90s show, by the way.
Oh, did we not say that?
No.
You guys had the
Well, I said it last week, but
you guys had the perfect opportunity
that's all
while
right.
I was away.
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about toilet brands.
Yeah, we were talking about toilets because he went to the toilet.
I know I went to the toilet, but you guys had the perfect opportunity to then. This is why I can't leave.
we were
I
busy
can't
talking
leave you
about
guys
toilet.
with anything. Like you guys have all read the fact that his couch co-optional was that 90s show. And when I left and to go pee, and then John's done, you could have been like, and.
Well, we were talking about your
Yes,
couch co-optional.
exactly.
I just
Exactly.
wanted to make
When it was
sure
yours.
when Aaron doesn't listen to this
This
episode,
is why
he won't
I
be
can't.
disappointed.
This is why when I die, this show's over. Like it's just there's no way this show carries on after I die.
Yeah, well, don't
it's
die.
over, Johnny.
Anyway, you guys. I mean, that
Don't
was.
drink too much of this Carlsberg Elephant, okay?
I drank it
Just,
all
be
yesterday.
careful,
I only had one tonight, Jared. All right. Anyway, all right. Yes, I couldn't get through that 90s show. It was too just cringe. But Bryn got fucking stoned out of her mind, and she watched it and she loved it. So that's where that show exists. FYI.
Yeah, that's how you watch it, I suppose.
Everyone shows up in it. Everyone shows up in it. So
I found an article that kind of perfectly described it, but unfortunately I forgot everything about it.
Oh,
so.
great.
Awesome.
Anyway,
Yes.
where were we?
I'm so glad I brought that up.
I thought
Go for it, Eric.
everybody
Go for it.
for Couch Co-op. I'm Ian. I'm reminding you to please be excellent to each other.
Be most excellent.
Wild stallions.
Be responsible.
Yeah.
Couch Co-op.